second video. I'm going to show you examples of trades they were taken. So typically I usually turn on the EMA. I use this a session indicator, just so I know which day of the so this is how I trade normally. This day I'm going to show you trades from the journal. So we had on the 16th, which is the Monday. This will show Friday just because it's overnight, but it doesn't matter. So this was Friday. On Friday, because sometimes this is maybe the part of the challenge. So we have the swing coming here. We started here. We are looking at this retracement. Nothing, it goes on like this, but technically it's still one swing is still going on because nothing has been formed here. So we continue, and yes, it can go across sessions. It's not stuck to a session or a day. And then we picked here, and then we retraced back and went above. So in this instance, this is our peak. This is the lowest body. We went up again. We put a center here. So a center can be also just a swing. And so I can turn off this day indicator for a minute. So there is this, just for my own visual stuff, there is and I can change this in the other way. So, but it's still the same thing, like I said, 38 and 60. Of course, in this indicator, and this fib is 61 point, but don't worry, if it's 61, it's 60. I should correct that, but it's just 60% retracement. So I will delete this. So there is a peak, there is this retracement, there is the center, there is this retracement down there. There is something that is happening, down here to that we're looking at previously, but this was the original one that I saw. And so first requirement is 60% retracement. Second is EMA. So there is a 60 from this peak down here. There is a 60% retracement. Once we click here, second one is, did it close below this the body here of this second leg? No, it did not. Okay, this is an EMA that is within this. By the time we are crossing this, have we crossed the EMA? Yes, we have, because the EMA is not above it in this instance, it's within the structure. So we have crossed it. When we are going up, we cross the EMA, we crossed it down there. This is very good. It doesn't have to be on top alone, it can be within the structure. So we have crossed it already while we're going up. That is lovely. And so it's going to set a limit once we cross that center. And so essentially we are saying, like, during the formation of this second leg, from this little center up here, from this second leg up here, did we cross the EMA? Yes, we did. And so you set this stop will be on this week below exactly, and you target a 3 to 1 or a 2 to 1 depending, and on this day this will be the end. So that is that example. And we've seen the other one that was low in between, inside it there. Also there was on the 19th, so we can go quickly. So turn this on again. On the 19th, okay, so this is 19th just because this will happen on the 19th. Even though it's showing Wednesday, it's just because of the way the indicators are, and because I use UTC -6, it doesn't matter. I use UTC -6. So on my own, where I stay in Europe, this is already Asia, this is already overnight, so this is already Monday. But UTC -6, that's why it still shows this. So it means nothing. So we have this, I start again. This was the peak. We dropped down, went up, we created another swing, we traced down again and let this body. Okay, the EMA is above us, we crossed this while we're doing this. This is, so I use this again. We have body to body, the last body here to this body there. We have this. So body to body, we have this. I'm going to remove this line. Body to body, is it more than 60% retracement? Yes, with a body. So at this point, we are considering. Once this was happening, maybe one have almost rejected, but eventually it's closed. It didn't close below this body, so this is valid. It's just a week. Once you close above this, the limit has been set here, the trade is there, and target is, like I said, 3 to 1. This was the next day. I said this was almost 60% retracement to show examples that will have been almost valid, but weren't valid. So we can just see. Of course, it's not part of it, but just to see what is happening. So okay, for instance, in this place, this is it. So body to body, this almost hit it, but it's not 60, so that is not valid. And sometimes it can go below it. So, and then we have 24th. So we go to 24th. This allows us, of course, there are also sometimes this, and this is a high example. What I was about to say was what showed up. So sometimes we have, because depending on how you set it, there is this big drop. This was the center, right? And this returns back, for example. That's the first one. But when you put body to body, the retracement is low. So sometimes you can be closing. This is, by the time we come here, we come back here. So this, until you close above this high, this structure is still the same structure. So this structure, this high is still there. This high is still, so I'll put a line. This is still the high you started with, or maybe even somewhere here. This is still the high you started with. It has gone down. This was the center. This was the first center we created here. But this retracement, oh, imagine that. Body to body. Oh, okay. So in this instance, see, imagine me. Okay, this was valid, so this will have been a loss then. This will have been a loss then. Wow, I didn't see that. But let's just continue. Like, let's imagine that this didn't close below that. This didn't close below this. So let's just imagine. I thought it did not. So let's imagine it didn't close below that. So body, this didn't close below that. And then we continue having this series that was just going up. This center remains. This center becomes valid here. On this day, this center becomes valid here. So let's say all this didn't happen, and price was just ranging, and this center becomes, and then this drops. So this is an example whereby, and so all of a sudden from here to here, this is a very big range, and then your entry will be confirmed here. So in all these instances, this already happened. Like, we have crossed the EMA several times, so it has been in a range. So when we are coming down from here and this moved up, we've seen that we've crossed the EMA. So when we return here, so this will be the center, and this will be the low, and that would be the trade up. Of course, there's also inside here a smaller one. So from this peak here, this was a center, this was a low, we crossed it somewhere here. So an entry there and go up. So, and then the final example is on the 27th, Friday. This is December 27, 2024, of course. And then this is, it says Thursday, but it's a Friday because this is purple means Asia session on UTC -6. So we have this classic examples. This is a peak, second leg, center, a retracement, more than 60%. We closed above it and the EMA there. Stop, and we'll go above, like, of course, 3 to 1. And then we also had this, a bigger one here. We retraced, but price did not get down to it, I think maybe until the next week, because this is reversed, so I could under 15 minutes, so I think. But so this will be that, and those are the examples. And I will then I will stop this, and then we will talk about the parameters. I just want to make short videos that are easy for you to look at because you're also busy.